Well, for me, I don't mind dismantling people with wrong ideas, as long as they bring them out, because I answered them. I don't know what they have answered now. I have not checked, but I'll read them again, because I don't know if somebody was editing, or marking, who would be right, because these people say Amawanga tribes. But that is a pseudo ideology. It is a false ideology. Because really the issue is prosperity of the people. Abantu okubeera obulungi. Now, right from primary school, my kubeera obulungi, my prosperity, was not mainly from the Banyankore, who were my relatives, my neighbors. I went to school because my father was selling cows, his cows, once in a while, to the cattle market at Ntungamu. And then he would get money to pay for my school fees. And the people who were buying, I never saw Munyankore buying those cows. Because at that time, the Banyankore were not active in business. They were mainly crop people and cows people. The Indians and the Baganda were the ones who were in business. So the people who used to buy our cows actually were two Baganda. One was from Kampala called Warusimbi Mpanga. Another one was a fat man from Muganda from Mbarara. The Banyankore called him Bukenya. Bukenya is what you would call Bukenya in Uganda, but the Banyankore were calling him Bukenya. He was so fat from our cows because he was eating a lot of them. They are the ones who are buying the cows. 1956, I started seeing a Mzungu man, a white man, called Shea. He was based at Ishaka, and he was buying cows to take to Kirembe mines. Kirembe mines had started. So these are the people who are buying our cows. So if you are talking about the prosperity of Museveni, it was not supported by Banyankore. It was supported by other Ugandans, the ones who were buying the cows and the ones who were eating them. Even today, my prosperity, there was a young person who sent a social media message that, why do I use the Baganda word Bazukuru? Don't I have a Nyankore one? Utwesibako. Then I answered the child. I don't know what she has answered. I said, yes, nkwesibyeko munange kubanga nkwetaaga. Ate nawe singa olengera wala kubanga badde oneesibako because you need me. So that was the situation in the 1950s. I went to school because of Uganda. I had my resources. They were not giving me resources, but my resources were only meaningful when Uganda came in, the non-Banyankore part of Uganda, because you see the Banyankore had cows. Yeah. I had cows, my neighbor had cows. I had bananas, my neighbor had bananas. He was not buying from me, I was not buying from him. So the ones who helped us actually were these other people. Of course, you can say that the Banyankore also helped me because by having bananas, I have bananas, then the volumes are big. So marketing becomes easy, it attracts the buyers. So it is my prosperity is partly supported by those Banyankore by co-producing with me, but also by these non-Banyankore who buy our products. So, and the reverse is true. If you go to the Baganda shops in Kampala, who are the people who buy in those shops? It's not just Baganda. It is everybody who has money. The other day I checked, and you find that 18 buses leave Lira every morning and come to Kampala. And those buses are bringing money to Kampala here, from Lira to Kampala, from Lira to Kampala. So, I am ready for the battle with the enemies of Africa. The ones who don't see the importance of the interdependence among the African people. If you don't see it, if I was to stand here and say, we Banyankore, Fengaba Nankore, I would be an enemy of the Banyankore first. Because if there was no Uganda, the people to suffer first would be the Banyankore. Yeah. Who would buy their milk? Who would buy their cattle? Who would buy their bananas? Because for them, they can't easily trade among themselves because they are producing similar products. Now, if you hear a Muganda talking, Fengabaganda, you know he's an enemy of Baganda, number one. And secondly, an enemy of Uganda and an enemy of Africa. And we shall crush those enemies, as we have done in the past. Yeah. You preach your nonsense, we shall answer you by word. And if you go beyond word and want something else, you also get it. This is not the first time. We have had this before. We have had this before because we had groups. Otherwise, why did Uganda have problems? Bantus against Nilotics, Nilotics against Bantu. These were the rubbish of 1966. That there is a conflict between Bantu and Nilotics and Mutesa, Ivinjira, the other group, for the Bantus against Obote and for the Nilotics. Baganda against this one, Catholics against the other one, but most Christians against that rubbish. We shall defeat it. That's why I don't mind answering. You speak, and I answer you, and people can listen. I'm very confident of my answers. I would defeat anybody, any of those people in any forum. In 1982. The Red Kaira was disturbing our war zone where we were fighting. That NRA is Majegaba Nyankore. That him Kaira, Ayagara Kora Majegaba Ganda, UFM. So we said, okay, you go and fight on your own, don't come to our area. You go and fight as Baganda. War is not food. The Banyankore have a proverb, say, and you could eat a ranch. When you are making a lamb for food, you make a small one, so that people don't come and finish the food. But when you are making for war, you make a big one, so that more people come. So Kaira thought war was food. She said, as Baganda, why do you want to monopolize a war? A war is very, very, very costly. You should call more people to come. But when he came to our Chikunyu conference, we called our villagers who were predominantly Baganda. And we said, okay, you say what you are saying. He tried to convince them. And we answered him. And the villagers said, Msajono, I end up to later Akavi. This man is very dangerous because there's problems. So the villagers rejected. So I am ready for the debate with the sectarians. The other day I was in the social media with them. I don't know how far it has gone now. I will check. It's not just enough to shut them up. It is also good to defeat their logic clearly. If they go beyond argument and they try to do things, of course we shall deal with them.